Oh man, I feel like I need a monocle. This is so elegant, so complex. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We asked you which would be the best coffee beer to try on this episode, and you guys answered. And I'm really excited for this episode because this had your input, and I'm really excited to try some of these beers out. What best way to wake up with a smell of coffee? And even better, if that coffee is infused in some beer. So we're gonna try some beer flavored coffee, and let's get right into it, guys. Now the first one on the lineup is Morning Wood by Buffalo Bayou Brewing. I mean, the name alone is amazing, so I'm really excited to try this one out. The next one was a big rave all over Houston because it's the St. Arnold French pressed, aged in cognac barrels. So I'm pretty excited to try that out. The next one here is from Oskar Blues. It's Death by Affogato. An Affogato, I love Affogatos. It's basically an espresso with some ice cream. Delicious. So I hope that it's just as delicious. And the last one is the Cafecito. Oh man, the Cafecito. A nice little concha on the side. I want to try that one right now already. But we're gonna do this all blind. So, if you guys are ready, Flyte me, bro. We have our Flyte here now, guys, and I'm excited to try these out. Oh, they all smell like coffee, and I'm eager to get into them. But before we do, I wanted to also mention that this Flyte set here, if you click on the description down below, you can find a link to where you can find this particular Flyte set. It's my favorite, and I continue to use it time and time again. Very durable and super great to try these experiences at home. So go down below in the description and click on the link where you can find this particular Flyte set. But let's get right into it. We're gonna start with number one here. Now you notice that all of them have this dark look to them. So my guess is either a porter or a stout, depending on the different beers. So let's give it a try. So the coffee is very prevalent on this one. It's actually really nice. It's very smooth. I think it's more of a porter, to be quite honest. It doesn't have that heaviness that you get and that maltiness, that dark roast malt from a stout. This porter is a lot lighter. Man, it's hard to say which one it is in particular, but on a rating, I'm gonna give this one a. I mean, this is good. It's not outstanding. It's nothing amazing, but it's a solid. It's a solid. I think solid porter, solid coffee flavors in there. I'm gonna give it a 7. All right, moving on to number 2 here. Oh. Ooh. Oh man, I feel like I need a monocle. I mean, this is so elegant, so complex. I don't know if this is the one that's aged in the cognac barrels, because there is a hint in the back of the palate that plays so well with this. The coffee is there. It's nice and balanced. What I think is the aged in the cognac barrels is there and is playing really well with this particular beer. Also a porter, you can tell that it's a light beer. The malt is light, but it is a strong beer. You can taste it. I mean, there is a lot going on with this beer here, and I can't pinpoint exactly which one it is, but it is a really good executed beer. This reminds me of a cognac that I really like, Pierre Ferrand 1840. I mean, it reminds me of that, but with the maltiness that you get from a porter. It's just delicious. So I'm gonna give this a 9. This is really good. Moving on to number 3 here. All right. Not only is the smell strong, the flavor's there. It is an espresso. It is right in your face. That sweetness is definitely, it's more than the sweetness that I got from that number 1 here. It feels kind of like a vanilla sweetness to it that I quite enjoy. Man, this is a tough one because it doesn't have the complexity that number 2 had, and the balance with those flavors that I was, tasting. But the beer, the coffee flavors, the sweetness, it's all there. It's really good. I'm gonna go for an 8. All right, moving on to the next one, and high expectations because so far we've had pretty good beer, so maybe we have a perfect Flyte. So let's check this one out. Oh, I'm feeling the that complexity that I had in number 2, so I'm second guessing myself on whether whether number 2 was the barrel aged one, the cognac barrel aged. I am confuzzled to try to figure out which one this is. There is a richness in this one from the malt that just kind of comes out, and I think that's from the coffee. The malt and the coffee combination, balance themselves really, really well, and that extra layer of complexity is definitely some sort of smoky flavor, which I think is some sort of like barrel age process, or I have no idea. I'm not sure. I'm confused. I don't know which one is which. I'm gonna go for a 9 on this one, so I'm gonna put that in the same rank as number 2 here. But I'm excited. I mean, I really want to know what did we have here.
The first one is Death by Affogato.
Oh, okay. It was good beer. All right, number 2. I really want to know what number 2 was.
Number 2 was actually Morning Wood.
What? I swear that it was like the barrel aged one, but Buffalo Bayou. It does say that it has coffee, vanilla, and oak. So maybe the oak flavor somehow makes that smokiness kind of turn into like a barrel agedness. I don't know. But it was such a really good and complex beer, so I really enjoyed it. And I mean, I'm just as surprised as anybody. Man, that's crazy. So okay, what was number 3?
Yeah, moving on to number 3, we have Cafecito.
Okay, yeah, this was such a good beer. I mean, this was a stout, and it carried a lot of the good flavors that you're looking for. So really, really solid.
And the last one is French Press.
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah, and I was, this one had that flavor, and at the end there, I was confused to which one was, the cognac, barrel aged one, and I was wrong. It was actually this was the cognac barrel aged. Both very, very complex beers, very different, but very, very enjoyable. So that's why I gave them a rating of 9, right, for both of them.
Yes.
All right, cool. So one thing that I really like to do with coffee. And I think I'm gonna do it with, the Buffalo Bayou one, just because it's such a unique beer. Is that I like to put some whipped cream. Yeah. So let's give this one a try. Love it with coffee. Maybe I'll love it with beer. Damn, that was actually pretty good. Wow. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for subscribing, and see you later. Stay hoppy, my friends.